Hello, we're Mel and Sue, and welcome to the Great Cast Bake Off.
Welcome.
Insert appalling joke about cakes here, possibly slightly dubious. Today, viewers, hello, internet again. We're going to challenge science. Because we've heard that science believes that you can cook food using domestic light bulbs.
Would you like to go through with the watchers what we're going to use for today's demonstration?
Yes, I would. Because basically, if you can't get science to work on the scale that it is presented to you, then go supersized. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cast Easy Bake Oven. Safety first. Where's our sign? Safety first. Dave, would you like to preheat the oven?
Preheating engaged.
It's a beautiful thing. We don't have George Foreman available, but I'm sure he would say, pity the fool. Oh, no, that's wrong.
Nice.
Okay. Now, for this experiment today, we will need a flattened stick. Flattened only at one end, obviously. There is a technical name for this, but I can't remember it at the moment. We will need a non-linear flat surface.
Concave for preference.
And the king of all ingredients.
Betty Crocker cookie mix.
Apparently catering wants to get in on this as well. Right, so
who can blame them?
we will also need a small quantity of dihydrogen monoxide and another flattened stick. Ideally this time made out of some ferrous compound and preferably quite shiny. I'll just drop that straight on the plate. Anyway, so Dave, at this point, would you like to take over and do the mixing?
Certainly, Paul. I'm delighted.
Thank you. This is Dave's own recipe.
So, with the oven preheating, the first to gas mark on.
Yeah, it's on.
The first thing to do to ensure a successful bake is to read through the recipe. So, the first thing we'll need to do is stir the cookie mix together with water until we have a stiff dough. Should we just go through this?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
With the frantic tones of Tommy over the radio at the same time. Right, so,
He's on hold me.
open the packet. Well, firstly,
Is this basically classed as a technical challenge?
bowl. Like that, it might be.
It's a technical challenge.
It's good.
Let's
Let's leave that. For advertising purposes. And
Do you
it
think we'll
said
get an
2
endorsement?
tablespoons, which is probably sort of about. Because I think is it 4 desserts?
Oh, possibly.
Okay, some. Either way, until we get a stiff dough. So what we'll do is we'll take our flattened stick and we will start mixing and we'll add water as we go. Because what we don't want to do is end up with too moist a mixture. So we'll combine it well. Shut up you.
You said moist on
Combine it. Add a little bit more.
Anyone from the catering department, please come in. Hello.
You couldn't write it, did you? See, we're starting to get a nice coherence now in the mix. You might just tilt the bowl over there so you can see a bit better. Yeah, that's definitely well mixed together, I think. Paul, would you like to just come and see if it's mixed enough? I think that is
that's
possibly a little on the sticky side, but that's okay.
Right.
That's okay. It just means that there will be
stiffness.
It means that there will be the bicarbonate of soda that will be in the packaging will be sufficiently activated. Because what you don't want is too dry a mix.
Dave, is this science again?
Yes.
What's bicarbonate of
Baking
soda?
is science for hungry people. So, having mixed our delicious mixture,
Yeah, that looks amazing.
let's see what the next step is. Spoon heaped teaspoons of the dough onto an ungreased baking tray, leaving generous gaps between them. If you want chunky deli-style cookies, then make your scoops of dough bigger. I like chunky cookies.
Oh, I like chunky cookies.
I think chunky cookies
I
are
think
the way
they're
to
going
go.
to be very
Therefore,
similar to how we put them on the baking tray.
Let's recycle this spoon, as it's only had water on it, And we are being efficient with our use of kitchen utensils so we don't overload the dishwasher afterwards. We need to get a dishwasher, by the way.
Excellent.
So let's move over to the oven. Move the signs, there we go. The signs.
Ah, God, that's hot.
It does say stupidly hot on the sign. Right, could you just grab me another spoon?
Of course.
'Cause I'm probably better off using that to scrape it off onto the plate. Yeah, we're up to temperature nicely now. Make sure we get all the goodness off the sides of the bowl, because you don't want to waste any. Marvellous. Right, could you hold the bowl for me?
Oh, gosh.
What could they do with this? Some kind of work surface?
I never knew I was going to be a work surface here. Well, you don't get that with the Easy Bake oven.
We'll get a...
They don't give you a work surface with the Easy Bake.
Do they not? I think that's maybe a miss of them.
George Foreman doesn't supply one.
One.
Dave, you're supposed to be blinded by an oven because actually that's pretty bright in there.
Ooh.
At least you don't need an oven light.
That's true. You can see exactly what you're doing at all times. And the smells
But not
of baking will waft deliciously around the whole of the building, which I think is excellent. 3. That's 4.
Dave,
I'm
this-
trying.
This
I'm
doesn't
trying
make
for
anywhere
6.
near enough biscuits there.
We may need to go out at lunchtime and get some more.
Of course,
If
that
this-
is always an option, viewers, is that aside from doing this, rather than having about £400 worth of theatrical equipment to play with, you could just go and buy a packet of biscuits for £50.
Yeah. Okay.
Dave, that's not quite in focus.
Let's just improve the resolution a little bit. And there we go. Bang!
Now, was that Sandy
Am I
Topping?
Sue or am I Mel? No, I'm Sue. I'm from the BBC days. So,
Dave for you.
so now we need to set the oven timer,
Yeah.
which is when we feel like they're done. Now,
Oh, what does it
notionally...
say officially on the
Oh,
packet?
yeah, let's see what it says on the packet. Good idea.
Officially on the packet.
Step 3.
Step 3, bake for 10 to 12 minutes or leave a little longer for an extra crunch.
10 to 12 minutes.
Leave
Right.
to cool before allowing cookie desire to overcome you. Oh, by the way, viewers, they're supposed to look like that when they're finished. Please take a long look at that because that's the last you will see a cookie looking like that.
I don't know, they're starting to dry out.
Are they starting to? Well, drying out is good. Drying out is kind of what we're going for.
Right,
Dave,
so
I'm blinded by the cookies.
I'm going to assume...
Should we have got eclipse glasses for
Let's start with a 10-minute counter. I've changed the focus slightly, it's okay. That one's a bit shallow.
It is critical, viewers, that you use a Parcan that has an
Use some
adjustable
glasses.
beam focus. Otherwise, you could end up with uneven bake.
Have you greased it?
No,
No.
no,
They're pre-greased.
because they're
Paul Hollywood
pre-greased.
joined us.
Really?
Yeah. They've got butter in the mixture so that pops
It's
off.
his brother, Keith
Okay.
Hollywood. Keith Cricklewood. Keith Cricklewood is joining
Right.
us.
Should we do a time lapse at this point?
Yes, we should. Time lapse is other science. I like that. Yes, we're going to do a time lapse here. That's good, isn't it?
Can you show the camera?
Yes, we can. Okay, can we? So that we don't glitch out and the white balance will now be utterly cracked. No, there's only one slight problem with it though. We set Dave's now buggering around with the easy over rig easy bake oven. Is this where we find out it's lifted the powder coat? And of course we've got our keen audience at the end of the scene. That they would never look quite the way they did on the packet, but
How are they?
they're
You'll find out in
remarkably
a minute.
similar.
No, it's not.
They're a bit soft inside, then.
That was not cooled down yet. Soft inside is what they're supposed
Soft
to be.
inside.
It smells parcanny. Slightly soggy bottom.
Oh,
Mary
no.
Mary Berry would be quite
Should
disappointing.
I put them the other way around? Like,
Mary Berry is now dead to us.
Good bake on the top.
See?
If they were allowed time
Oh.
to cool, there would be.
Crisp
Is there-
factor.
I like it cool.
Yes, cooked in the middle, moist.
What the hell?
Cheeky.
Very Betty crockery.
Can you taste the powder coat? No.
Actually, surprisingly good. Surprisingly good, chaps. But I don't recommend this at home.
It's the parking that's the thing, isn't it?
What? What? This is Jake.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a
yes, that's a resounding success.
successful.
Lee is vaguely
demonstration.
related to people who cook, so he
Yep.
knows a thing or
Yeah,
two.
and Jake has been in the room with food.
Jake has definitely been.
So,
in
as
Like 2.5.
expert reviews go,
yeah,
Rooms around.
Jake hasn't
Just
hated it or
off
said a bad
Avenue,
word
town
about
centre.
it yet, and he's
Oh,
still
it's
looking
right,
at his
yeah.
phone
Yeah,
about
which
houses.
one's
So
that?
this means that it's not offending him.
he's not actively
So I
disgusted.
think-
Excellent.
It's Ian Goods.
That's 2 thumbs up from me
Really?
and 2 thumbs up from him.
So if
sold
you
it.
tune in again next
They're ready
week,
to
we
move
won't
on
be
to
doing
a
this
new
again.
house. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Bye,
Bye.
internet.